Hello, I'm Stig Korsgaard of Finextra and we're here at the Swift Nordics Regional Conference in Copenhagen, and today I'm with Stig Korsgaard of Nets. So Stig, thank you for joining me.
You're welcome.
How do you envision a real-time payment system in Europe being realised?
Well, a question often asked these days, and of course there could be multiple answers to that, and there is also multiple answers to it. There are several models that could come into play. One of them could naturally be that you would replicate what you see for SEPA today. So for any cross-border border interoperability or reachability, you would have a central pan-European clearinghouse like we have EBA. There's also other options, of course. You could have a federation of networks. There are, as you know, various ACHs around in Europe, and some of them already is cooperating within IATSA, and that could also be replicated in a real-time world. Finally, perhaps the more unlikely option would be that you will see something completely new created. So from our perspective, or from what we look at it, the most realistic option is probably a combination of those. There's no doubt that the existing solutions that's already in place should be utilized, so the investment made in various communities, whether it's in the Nordics, in UK, in Poland, in other places, they should be able to live also in a future European real-time infrastructure. So I would see that it would probably be a combination of both having a central function that could enable some of the countries and then connect it to a number of more regional or local operators that would then essentially create that network.
Okay. Before this interview we were talking about a real-time information highway. Can you explain more about that to me and what the potential is there?
Yes. Real-time payments, or payments in real time, is very often the topic nowadays, and it is of course important because that's what all the new entrants to the markets is also presenting. But in many communities actually there is a beginning realization that payments is one thing, but it might actually not be enough if you are to take up the competition and really fulfill what is the requirements going forward. As we are moving into a new world where the new PSD2 is coming into place, we have TPPs coming into the market, and there is a continuous increase in requirements also from the corporate world on what can be transported. The information highway is essentially all the other things that belongs within the financial value chain also, whether it's reconciliation of information, remittance advice, but also direct debits and all the other information that's been transported. And some even believe that that's perhaps the more important part of it in order for banks to take up to competition rather than just the payment side, which could be said in some ways to be the fairly simple one of it.